had a Barbie doll, a model car, or a favourite teddy when you were young, and possibly, like many of us adults, they're long forgotten. But for Turkish poet and author Sunay Akin, they have become a lifelong obsession. After amassing over 4,000 in total, he created the Istanbul Toy Museum. Jayson Mansaray reports.
It's not your average home. Giraffes stretch majestically out the front, and tin soldiers guard its entry. Once the house of a Turkish general, it's now home to fun, amusement and wonder. The Istanbul Toy Museum was founded by Turkish poet and author Sunay Akin. It contains over 4,000 toys from 40 countries collected over an impressive 20 years. It's a treasure trove for kids, but also for the inner child within us all. A lifetime of dedication, a collection with a keen eye on childhood, ranging from stuffed animals to fire trucks to teddy bears and antiquities, like this toy of Charlie Chaplin in his famed role as the Tramp. The one-off piece was made for the star of silent film in 1914. And the oldest piece in the collection, an antique violin from France manufactured in the 1800s. Sunay's almost compulsive collecting has seen him visit antique dealers, auctions and shops around the world to amass at least 1,000 of the toys here in his museum. But it all started with a tin boat called Neptune, on the day of his sonnet, or in English, on the day of his circumcision. For a commemorative photograph on his special day, a young Sunay was given the ship as a prop, but to his dismay and distress, it was taken away as soon as the shoot was over. It took 37 years of searching for the writer to find his toy boat in Germany. Now Neptune is home in Istanbul and is the catalyst for 4,000 other pieces of memorabilia. The building was once the home of General Munif Tahir Pasha 100 years ago. It has since been transformed into a museum, complete with a library, cafe and toy store. It was stage designer Ayhan Doğan who was recruited to help turn the former mansion into a museum, using his theatre skills to create different scenes throughout, like this one, the train room, which uses actual windows, tables and chairs to create the real thing. Oh, and also some sound effects too. Toys are not just playthings though. They represent developments in culture, politics and science too. The first steps to the moon started long before the Cold War space race between the East and the West, US and Russia. Instead, it started in the 1920s when American kids played with toys that you could land on the moon. A nation's future was being played out in its children's toys. Soldiers, giraffes and toys, toys, toys. Museums never looked so fun. Jayson Mansaray, TRT World, Istanbul.